Hi students, as a part of continuation with our website, as our study and education series regarding the most important personalities of modern India, we are discussing about Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his contribution in the Indian freedom struggle. So let us continue. In Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel met Mohandas Gandhi at Kheda Satyagraha regarding the Kheda Satyagraha, that is during in 1918, and he joined the non-cooperation movement in 1919 to 1921 period. Okay, so when he met Gandhi at Kheda, he was very inspired and influenced by the philosophy and the firm personality of Mahatma Gandhi, and he joined him. He quit his hard-earned job, that is as a lawyer, after meeting Gandhi, and he joined Gandhi in his quest for the Indian freedom struggle, and he participated in the national non-cooperation movement. And during 1920s, that is especially 1923, he participated in the Satyagraha movement in Nagpur, though it is not directly related with the non-cooperation movement because it was suspended in 1923, which is what non-cooperation movement after the Chauri Chaura incident was suspended in 1922. However, there was another Satyagraha movement. You can comment in the comment box if you know, or else I will discuss in another video when discussing about other Satyagraha activities in Nagpur. He was very inspirational at the time, and in 1931, uh, he was the president of the Indian National Congress and he headed the INC Karachi session. If, as I have mentioned in the previous video, he stressed more on the fundamental rights and the civil liberties for the people. He brought a motion in the Congress session, in order to take another actions, and he wanted to he said that the goal of the Congress was to establish a secular nation rather than simply obeying or focusing on any particular one religion. And he also demanded there should be a concept of minimum wages for all the workers. And he campaigned extensively with respect to abolition of untouchability. And let us continue regarding the social reforms he took. He was against the alcohol consumption and untouchability and caste discrimination and emancipation and upliftment of the people. Sorry, he was not against last point. He supported emancipation and upliftment of the women. And after independence, that is even during the uh, Constituent Assembly, he was the head of the States Department, and he was also heading the Information and Broadcasting Ministry. Also, he was the first Deputy Prime Minister and the first Home Minister. As a head of the States Department, he was instrumental. He was the brain of behind the integration of the 565 princely states into the Union of India. And because of all his efforts, Nehru has called him builder and consolidator of the new India. And he was known for employing Samadana Veda Dandopayal, which was nothing but the concept of four dharmas of Kautilya. That's why he was called as a modern Kautilya. Of course, modern Kautilya was also being called by uh, P.V. Narasimha Rao after the independence, but he also was called as the modern Kautilya. And he saved Junagadh and Hyderabad from annexation with the Pakistan, and also saved Jammu and Kashmir also. And we will discuss about his role in different such as aspects such as Amul, Somnath Temple, economic ideas, and capitalism, and his economic philosophy, and what is his opinion on partition of India, and what are his political and political contribution during the freedom struggle. Okay, so with respect to Amul, he was a visionary behind the cooperative movement in order to increase the farmers' income, and he also established Kaira District Cooperative Milk Production Union at that time, because Amul was founded by Varghese Kurian. However, the brainchild and the influence and the visionary was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and he created. He was instrumental in reconstruction of the Somnath temple, and he said the story. the Somnath temple reconstruction and the symbol, it is a symbol. Somnath temple is going to be a symbolic representation of story of resurgence of India, because till now there were all devastation of temples, and but the reconstruction of Somnath temple after the pre after the independence is a symbolic representation of story of resurgence of India. And his academic ideas are self-reliance and industrialize very quickly. Though he was very particular about agriculture, his focus is on industrialization and creating the wealth for India. Because whenever people raise slogans of socialism, he was not very favorable. He always wanted to say that before we ask for a right amount of a share, first we need to create wealth. For that, you need to work hard. This is the explanation of the codes what I have mentioned in the first page and what I have mentioned and described in the first video. You can check those videos if you have not watched them. And so, in order to reduce dependence among the other world countries and other different and like other imports and foreign funds, he always want to depend on self-reliance and industrialize quickly. And this economic philosophy, the industrial policy resolution of 1948 was highly influenced by his economic philosophy. He was very instrumental in bringing out the IPR of 1948, and he envisaged for creating a welfare state. But that welfare state should not give things in free. It has to give employment opportunities. The state's role is to create employment opportunities of a newly independent country, so that the talent and the people should will not be remaining idle. They are creating the wealth out of hard work and the industrial policies and the resources of India being utilized in a proper manner. He was focused on the development of industries, and his idea of capitalism was people will work hard and to strive into excellence and exertion, where only they'll get the profit. So he considered profit as a positive motivation behind working hard rather than as a stigma. Create wealth before claiming share, as I have already discussed. And he also championed investment led growth. His motto is spend less, save more, and invest as much as possible. So, in economics videos, we will discuss if you invest more from our savings, we can produce more. That is, we can use that amount for invention, we can use that amount for creation of industries, because banks can give loan to other industries. So industries, when they get loan, they can create employment, people will work, so our savings will be our salaries, but be in a different channels. So we will discuss more about all those aspects later. And with regard to partition of India, he was initially opposed, but in the December 1946 he had to partially and unheartedly uh, accept that, because of the violence being done by the pro-Pakistani groups, and we will discuss that later. And political contribution, freedom struggle, Kela Satyagraha, the demand is suspension of revenue collection because of the drought, and the non-cooperation movement, Gujarat Vidyapit. Like in non-cooperation movement, the situation was we should not cooperate with the government by not attending the government colleges, schools. So, in order to facilitate students for the education, he was instrumental, and he encouraged and he was very supportive uh, with respect to the local people in creating a Gujarat Vidyapit for education of the children, students at the time. And Bardoli Satyagraha, it's a no tax campaign. And the Karachi section of 1931 we have discussed, and the integration of the princely states, Operation Poro 1948 with respect to Nizam of Hyderabad. This is a simple gist, and if you have any doubts, if you need more information, you can ask, and we will make the videos, and we will also make another videos regarding more information whenever it is necessary.